we want to encourage that participation. Because when you start messing with people's property rights, then they can sue the city, then the city's liable. But Greg is right, and I agree with him. Getting folks together and determining what the character of the city is, it's the village feel. It's kind of one of those things, as you know, Supreme Court just said, I know when I see it. There's that subtle pressure of neighbors who want the same things that encourages people to design that way. Absolutely, we should have incentive programs in place that encourage them to conform to the guidelines and architecture that is native to our city. And as we're expanding, any program we can do that will help us do that, I would be in support of.
Okay, well, since you're next, hold that thought, because the next question is, what types of economic incentives are appropriate, if any, to encourage and recruit dynamic new business to Winter Park?
Well, this is at the heart of what I'm doing now. Since I separated from service, 28 years in the Navy, I got into the business of bringing businesses together in the high-tech sector. So business development is a big part of what I do. City government should be involved in this very deeply in partnering with our Chamber of Commerce, the Economic Development Centers, also the regional centers. If we are not partnering with the new entity that's merging between the Orlando EDC and the Central Florida Partnership, we are missing the boat. They are doing tremendous long-range work on a number of things. And one of the core things is improving the quality of life so that we improve the quality of work, so that we attract the talent that we want for the high-tech jobs that we want to bring into this area. I mean, it's not a hard sell to get people to like Winter Park. It's a matter of engagement. You bring high-tech executives in here, they are going to see the beauty of the city. This is exactly the type of town that they would want their employees to be a part of. And it's exactly the type of town where we should be looking to partner to enhance our parks and investment in our arts with the types of high-tech companies and financial companies that would lend themselves to being great partners in this city. Having a very healthy relationship between the city and our businesses is at the heart of a successful future for Winter Park.
Thank you. Greg?
Can you repeat the question?
What types of economic incentives are appropriate, if any, to encourage and recruit dynamic new businesses to Winter Park? Since I'm aware, there is no package now, right? Is that correct?
There isn't a package I know about.
Okay, I didn't think so.
Okay. You know, with regards to economic incentives, you know what the incentive is for business to come to Winter Park? It's simple. It's Winter Park. You know, I put my business here because it's Winter Park. Economic development, you know, we employ 20 individuals that average about $35 per hour. And actually my friends that have come to visit our office, some of the engineering firms have moved their offices to Winter Park. So the economic incentive that we need to do is keep Winter Park, Winter Park. The fact that we can walk out of our office and go on Park Avenue for lunch, we bring clients down here, we bring individuals down here. It's a very, you know, pro-business situation that we have here. I think our job is to help support the chamber and the people in the business world that are in the everyday business world. I'm in my business world, but there's all kinds of businesses here. So if they come to me with things that they want us to look at, I think supporting our chamber is very important. I think the chamber does a great job. This is a great facility here, and all I hear is good things about them, and I'm excited about our new director as well. So I look forward to continuing on. Thank you.
Thank you. So, speaking of that, what ideas do you have personally that might help engage dialogue with citizens beyond commission meetings and coffee talks? Do we all just go to your house?
My new one when I'm done.
Oh.
No, you know, promoting dialogue, one of the things I've pushed for at the city commission meetings is that we do have more public involvement, that we do send out more information to folks, and how do we get that information to them. You know, every time we start a project, we're dealing with the public. Every time my office starts a project, and we come up with a public involvement plan. And so I'm very aware of good, effective public involvement plans. And I actually, during the library process, I actually had to schedule additional meetings so that we could have more discussion and more public involvement. So, you know, the things that I would look to do from the city's perspective is, you know, how can we get the word out cost effectively? I've actually held meetings on issues where we've invited all the neighbors to come and talk about the issues. And so that, and this is when it's, most people don't pay attention to city government until it affects them. And so it's important when we do affect them, that they know we want to listen to them, and we're able to bring them in and hear what their issues are. So I would continue doing that.
Okay, thank you. Wes?
You know, I think information is power at all levels. And if anything, I'm a fan of what is often referred to as radical transparency. When I went into my last command, it was very much silos of information, and nobody wanted to let anyone else know what they knew or what their budgets were because they were trying to protect their term. And I made a decision, I put it out there, that anything that was subject to the Freedom of Information Act, that was not classified information or privacy-related information, you know, for health or social security numbers, those type of things, that we should make that information available to everyone, because the unit that I work with in a city like Winter Park, the more information that's out there, the better. Now, as far as specific things, again, Winter Park is its own best selling point for this. It's not hard to get around the idea of, as opposed to just a coffee talk or a meeting here, which is, you know, this is a tremendous facility. And as we're moving to a more global city and we want more interchange, we need to take advantage. You know, a tech talk in the park is a great idea. It's not hard to sell somebody to come out, meet their neighbors, and talk about the future in a beautiful park, or the farmer's market, or in Hannibal Square, or blocking off Main Street for a portion of it, so we can get together as citizens and take advantage of the crown jewels of Winter Park. That should be incentive enough to get folks together to discuss the future.
Thank you. We received some questions from the audience, and miraculously, they're very similar, and they're very similar to the last question that I was given by the Government Affairs Committee, so I'm going to roll these into one question. Winter Park Magazine has become infamous for its one-word monikers on the annual list of Winter Park's most influential. I don't think Randy Knowles is in the room today, is he? Because we're going to send this to Randy when we get an answer. So, we want to know, how would you distinguish yourself from the other candidate, each of you? And what would your one-word moniker be?
Does Wes get to go first on this one?
He does get to go first.
That's what I thought.
You know, one of the great things about this campaign, it's an education. I've never done this before, I'm not a politician, but you have to jump into the deep end of the pool. And one of the things I'm very thankful about is that Greg and I got together right off the bat and said, you know what, we need to elevate the level of civility here with the campaigns and with the city in general. At the end of the day, you know, we all love Winter Park. We all want the best thing for Winter Park. And whatever happens, you know, I'm going to be a member of this community for the rest of my life. I've moved my mother down here. I hope my daughter stays here forever. But I think what my background is and what my job has been, again, and it's what I brought up, is the ability to look into the future. That's what the Navy paid me to do for the last 5 years, and really what it paid me to do for the last 28 years. To look at tough problems and do visioning work. The last real big job I had for the Navy is they came to me and had me do the visioning work for how we were going to educate people 20 years from now. It was a program called Sailor 2025, and we're looking at the sailors who are being born today are going to be the sailors that are receiving that. And that turned into a $1.5 billion commitment on investment in technology based upon the recommendations that my team and I put together. I'd like to bring that same type of visioning and that same type of strategic thought to the city. I think that's the real skill set I bring. So hopefully, without this sounding pompous, I'd like to think that people would sit there and go, that's a man with vision. So visionary, if I could be so lucky to have that title, that's what I'd like to have as my title.
Okay, thank you for answering the question. Great.
Local.
That's it?
There's a lot in that. You said one word, local. You know, I learned to fish here off Dinky Dock. I used to feed the peacocks when I was a kid. My first paycheck I received was I sorted nails in it. Cumber Lumber, for those who remember Cumber Lumber. So I've been around for a long time. I know a lot of you know, folks in town. I have a lot of friends in the city. I have a lot of neighbors. My business is local. My family is local. My father now lives local also. But you know, I'm focused on local. I'm proud of Winter Park. I'm proud of Florida. I'm proud of things that we do here in this state. I did want to bring up a point about transparency. is that transparency is extremely important to me, and I believe in transparent government. And if you go look on the websites, you can see what our campaigns, the money that's being spent and the money that's come in. And just take a look at both of those, and you'll see how transparent mine is. So, thank you.
Okay, thank you. And now we're going to give you an opportunity to wrap it up. 1 minute, closing remarks. Greg, you can go first.
Again, I'd like to thank everyone for being here this morning. What I learned 2 years ago campaigning is I should stand up for this. Winter Park is a great city. We do great things here. I like to feel I've been a part of that. I've been leading by example. When I campaign, I talk about me. I talk about Greg Seidel, what Greg Seidel can do for the city. I think our city's in great shape. We certainly can improve on our public safety, but we've made great strides since I've been on the commission. We're about to have the mayor is going to speak as to what we've accomplished the last year. If you look at this list, we've been doing great things together as a team. I often keep saying we instead of I, because I am a team player. And when I talk about what we've accomplished in the city, it's the mayor that's helped accomplish it, it's the commission that's helped accomplish it, and I look forward to continuing to accomplish great things for the city of Winter Park. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much again for having the opportunity to come out and talk today. You know, I wish I'd been born in Winter Park. I wasn't. I wasn't lucky enough to do that. For the past 28 years, I've been able to serve where the Navy has told me to serve, whether that was Iceland, whether it was Florida, whether it was Southern Maryland. They call them orders, not invitations. I went where the Navy ordered me to go. But at some point in your life, you sit there and you say, where do you want to serve? And now that time has come in my life. And Winter Park is where I choose to serve. It's where I choose to serve for my daughter. It's where I choose to serve for my wife. It's where I choose to serve for my mother. It's where I choose to serve for my fellow residents. It is a tremendous place. It's not hard to figure out why everyone loves Winter Park the way they do. I'm exceptionally jealous that I didn't get to spend my entire life there. But it does remind me of the city I grew up in. And the city I grew up in almost went down the wrong way and went into rapid development and changed into 40-story office buildings. And with all the changes coming, that's why I hopped in this race. I want to make sure that the character of Winter Park resembles what I was fortunate enough to grow up with, and that my daughter has the opportunity to grow up in that as well. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support. And really, thank you for being so involved. There's not a lot of cities that this many educated people would want to come and be a part of the process every day. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you to our candidates and to Jane Haynes. We're so pleased that we've had truly such a civil, high level of discourse this morning. Everybody give our candidates a round of applause. Thank you so much.